Hey everybody, how you doing? Hope you're doing good. It's a beautiful day today. In this wonderful paradise of our world. Depends upon how you look at it. Hopefully you look at it in a positive way. Well, what I wanted to do today is to show you how I mix my paints. So, what I do is 2 parts floetrol, which is this. It's the latex base, it's water-based, and it eliminates brush and roller marks and improves flow and leveling. Okay? And then I will use 1 part paint, and then I will use 1 part water. Depending upon the paint, if it's real thick, I'll use a little bit more water. Okay, but with these kind of paints, I've realized 1 part is sufficient. And I'm just going to prepare some paint that I cleaned my table today. I put a new tablecloth on. I was looking at these colors and I'm like, that's pretty. The teal, the pink, hot pink, that looks like real hot pink, and purple and yellow would be very pretty together. So I might do a painting today with those colors. But anyway, I'll show you how I began. Now I can eyeball it because I'm used to it, but I'm going to show you how I taught myself, and it is very important to have exact measurements. 2 parts floetrol, 1 part paint, 1 part water. For each one of your colors, you want the same, a warm honey consistency. Sometimes a little more runnier than a warm honey consistency. I notice that the thinner it is, the more you will get cells. I do not use silicone. I don't like the stuff. It just destroys your paintings, it seems like, with craters and little crusty, scabbing looking things. So anyway, what I'll do is I'll start with putting my paint in. This is the teal. This is all I had left. So actually this is teal C, but it's just about the same exactly. And this is Tide Pool, and it's really close to teal. So since I'm using since I don't have a whole lot, I'm going to go ahead and add some of this. Just a little bit. So we'll mix those colors together. Now what you do is you're going to put your paint in a cup. You look at it, how much it is exactly, right there at that level, that bottom little ding. That's not much. But once you add your floetrol and your water, you'll have enough to do a painting with. So you don't need a lot of paint to do a painting. So let's look at that. That's right there. These are funny looking, funny cups. I didn't like these really, but I'm going to use these. So whatever cup you're using, put it in your cup. And then you're going to take your water. And this looks milky, but that's because I hate wasting floetrol at all. And I'll put water in my container when it's empty and get every little drop. So it's like 1 part floetrol and 10 parts water. Okay, like 10% floetrol. That's all, not even. But use plain water. Doesn't matter. I'm just using this because I didn't want to waste that. So I'm going to put the same amount of water in a cup, like that, okay? And then you're going to take the same amount of your floetrol. 2 parts though. So there's 1 part. Looks like it's even. Center them up so they're even. You know that's your 1 part. Not much. But like we said, that wasn't much paint either. And that little bit in your cup makes a difference too. So what I do is, the second one, I'll just go a little extra to make up for what's sticking to the cup. There we go. So that's 2 parts of the floetrol. 1 part of the paint in there. Okay? Get your stir sticks, whatever you have. I'm going to use this one today. Actually, I like stir sticks because I have so many things to stir with, but they just work better. These, the wide ones. Even the thin ones work just fine. Anything I've used. Plastic knives, plastic forks, sporks. So just get the rest out, whatever you can in there. Okay. So I measured my 2 parts floetrol, 1 part paint. I'm going to go my 1 part water. So the same amount of paint, the same amount of water. And give and take. It may need a little bit more water. Stir it up real good. See, these cups are just kind of a bummer. They have little notches in there and I don't like those. Bottom scrape everywhere. Sides. Clean off your stick. And then kind of go like this. And if it's nice, it should be if you use those directions. You can kind of tell. Also, what I do is I will turn it sideways and count the drips. If it's every second, I'm happy with that. So 1, 2. I look at the tip area, not all these up here. The ones sort of on a slant, put it. So 1, 2. And that's where I want my consistency with every mixture. Okay? Everybody does it different, but this is the beginner way. I now can eyeball it. I know exactly how much, but this is how I started to get the right consistency. So now I'm going to go with the pink. This is actually that fuchsia. It is. Do the same amount that I did with that one. Right there at the bottom. I think we had just a tad bit more. There we go. Okay, and our 1 part water. There we go, the 1 part water, and the 2 parts floetrol. Hopefully you're in view. Remember, it'll stick to the cup, so just a little more each time because it sticks to the cups. So 1 part, 2 parts. Okay. Simple. Alright. And stir it up just a little. And add your water, your 1 part water. Now these two should be the exact same consistency, especially because I'm using the same kind of paint. It was Craft Smart from Michaels. So now some more expensive paints are thicker. You probably need a little bit more water to come to that warm honey consistency. Okay. Get my grooves, scrape the bottom. Clean off my stick. Doesn't plop. If it plopped, then it would be too thick. Okay, so let's check. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. I'm happy with that. I'm going to check this one. It's exactly the same. We measured them the same. 1, 2. 2. This one's a little tad bit thicker. That's because it's a hard, heavy blue. They usually are. So what I'm going to do, because I want them exactly the same, just a few drops more of water. That's it. If you're going to use a silicone or any type of an aid to help with the cells, you add that in your cup separately. A drop here, drop here. Or you can pour them into your cup and then add a drop. And then the next color, add a drop. You know, and not stir them. But I just don't like silicone, period. Don't use it. That's it. So that's pretty much it. And I'm going to have my yellow and I'm going to have my purple to do this tablecloth later. And this should be enough for a good 10 by 10 canvas right here. And let's see, there is, I bought this from Amazon. The Dimethicon, it's a silicone type oil. It's actually used for making makeup and stuff. It's also put in our hair products and shampoos and conditioners and creams and lotions. So a lot of people will use this also. I found this worked really nice. And then, what is it called? That treadmill spot on? It's on Amazon also. It's treadmill oil, but I don't even use this anymore. I'm like, I don't even know what to do. So I paid like $12 for this 4-ounce bottle and just sitting there. Cause I refuse to use it. I'm not having no crusty things on my paintings anymore. And, that's it. So remember what I said about the 2 parts floetrol, 1 part paint, 1 part water, give or take on the water, and you have the same consistency for each cup, and you're going to get some cells. Consistency is the key, and that's it. Okay. And if you're using a thicker paint, then get it to the same consistency as the paint you use, the thinner paint. Always make sure it's the same. Okay? And measure. Start measuring. then you will get some cells. You'll find out that you actually will. You have the same consistency. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. Have yourself a really, really good day.